McCrary has been married 3 times and had 3 children and has been expressing his legal problems. McCrary recently starred on Monogamy from 2018 to 2021 and also had a role on American Soul.
We're talking about Darius McCrary. Yes, honey, Eddie Winslow himself. The boy next door from Family Matters, the show that had us all laughing every Friday night. But listen, what happened to the off-camera? That's a whole different episode. Now, Darius made his big screen debut back in 1987 in Big Shots, and he's actually one of the rare few who successfully transitioned from adorable child star to legit veteran actor. We love to see it, but slow down his adult life. Oh, it's been a mess. Legal drama, relationship chaos, arrests, accusations. I mean, can you even imagine? So buckle up, because we're about to unpack all the tea. The marriages, the custody battles, the allegations, and yes, even that recent arrest at the border. Yeah, you heard that right, the border. All right, let's get into it. 2005, the Juliette Vaughn whirlwind. So we're rolling back to 2005. Darius meets this gorgeous Las Vegas showgirl named Juliette Vaughn. And honey, it was fast. Like blink and you miss it fast. They started dating, and after just 4 months, they tied the knot in December 2005. Now you'd think, okay, young love, maybe they'll make it work. Girl, no. The marriage lasted a grand total of 5 weeks. That's barely enough time to unpack the wedding gifts. But here's the thing, they actually stayed cordial afterward. No drama, no mess, yet. Little did we know, this was just the warm-up act. 2006, the HIV rumor bombshell. Okay, now we're getting into some heavy territory. In 2006, a gossip site dropped a blind item about an unnamed sitcom actor allegedly spreading HIV. And if you know anything about Hollywood gossip, you know those blind items don't stay blind for long. Sure enough, the site later revealed they were talking about Darius McCrary. They even quoted an alleged ex-girlfriend who claimed she found HIV medication in his medicine cabinet. I mean, can you imagine reading that about yourself online? Now Darius came out strong, denying everything. He called the rumors false and hurtful, and he pointed the finger at a scorned ex-girlfriend, not Juliette, by the way. Quote, "I don't want to give the person too much energy. It's a bunch of bull. Whether it was true or not, that kind of rumor, that sticks." And it definitely set the tone for the chaos that was about to unfold. Baby mama drama, Elizabeth and Zachariah. So somewhere along the way, Darius started seeing a woman named Elizabeth, and honey, she gave birth to their son, Zachariah. Sweet baby boy, right? But here's where it gets murky. By the time Zachariah was born, Darius had already moved on. The relationship status? Unclear, messy, complicated. And this is just the beginning of the custody chaos that would haunt him for years. Keep that name in your mind, Zachariah, because we'll be coming back to him. A lot Karen Superhead, Stefan's, A Toxic Love Story, 2009-2010. All right, now we're in 2009, and Darius starts dating Karen Stefan's. Yes, that Karine Stefan's, the one they called Superhead, the one who wrote those tell-all books about her hookups with celebrities. Bobby Brown, yes, Bobby Brown even tried to warn Darius. But did he listen? Nope. They got married in 2009. And at first, Karine painted this picture-perfect blended family life with their kids. She was all over social media talking about how happy they were. But baby, behind closed doors, it was a nightmare. Karine later accused Darius of beating her with a belt in front of her son. She said he choked her, shoved her in public at a hotel. It got bad. And in December 2010, she was granted a restraining order. The marriage was over. Done. Finito. And you know what? This was just setting the stage for even more chaos. Custody battle with Elizabeth, 2010-2013. Remember Elizabeth and little Zachariah? Well, things were about to get real messy. Initially, Darius and Elizabeth had joint custody. Sounds fair, right? But in 2010, Elizabeth went back to court asking for a modification. She accused Darius of alienation, basically keeping their son away from her. She said he was violating custody agreements left and right, leaving Zachariah with random relatives while he did whatever he was doing. Not a good look, Darius. The court took its sweet time, but in 2013, they ruled in Elizabeth's favor. She got primary custody, and Darius, he got summer visitation. That's it. And honestly, based on what was coming next, that might have been for the best. Tammy Bronner, marriage, for 3, and Twitter meltdowns, 2014-2015. So in 2014, Darius decides to give love another shot. He marries Tammy Bronner, a Harlem Globetrotters player. Okay, cool. Athletic, independent woman. Maybe this one will work out. Our sarcastic tone. Yeah, no. By 2015, Darius owed $5,500 in child support. The judge gave him a choice. Pay up or serve 14 days in jail. And what does Darius do? He chooses jail. He literally said, nah, I'll take the cell. But wait, it gets better. He then goes on Twitter to defend himself, tweeting about how he's being treated unfairly, how he's a good dad, blah, blah, blah. And Black Twitter? Oh, honey, they ate him up. He got roasted so badly that he kept tweeting, trying to defend himself, which only made it worse. More custody chaos, 2015 to 2016. Now we're in 2015, and Darius is fighting for full custody of Zachariah. He's claiming the boy is scared to go back to his mother's home. Police get involved at an airport. A warrant gets issued. It's a whole circus. Eventually, Elizabeth meets him at the Hollywood police station and reclaims custody. But the drama doesn't stop. Even Kareen, his ex-wife Kareen, testified about alleged child abuse. She later admitted she lied about child abuse. Honey, at this point, I don't even know who to believe anymore. It's just layers and layers of dysfunction. Pregnancy, abuse allegations, and restraining orders. Meanwhile, Tammy gets pregnant. And allegedly, she gets fired from the Globetrotters because of it. Now she's pregnant, jobless, and according to her, dealing with an abusive husband. She claimed Darius threw a phone at her while she was 8 months pregnant. 8 months, y'all. She got a restraining order, but they stayed married for a little while longer. Their daughter, Zoe, was born in October 2015, but Tammy wasn't done. She later accused Darius of substance abuse, heavy drinking, and shocked tone, holding their baby over boiling water. Over boiling water. Darius's lawyer clapped back, saying Tammy was lying for money. They battled it out in court for 2 years before finally divorcing. Both of them ended up with restraining orders against each other. Like, what even is this? Financial freefall. Now let's talk about money, or rather the lack of it. Darius claimed he owed $90,000 to the IRS and was only making $460 a month. $462. He said he was living with relatives and couldn't afford child support, so he asked the court to lower his payments to $29 a month. $29. And you know what? The court actually approved it. But he still had to pay half of Zoe's medical expenses. From a beloved TV star to barely scraping by. It's honestly heartbreaking. But also, a lot of this was self-inflicted. 2018, 2019, the nightmare continues. In 2018, Tammy accused Darius of dislocating their daughter's arm. She also said he skipped co-parenting classes. The divorce finally wrapped up in 2019 and Tammy got primary custody. But here's the kicker. Darius's income improved. So the court raised his child support to $1,366 a month.
Clearly, Mr. McCrary is not attending to his family matters. He has 2 daughters and 1 son, and this matter is regarding 1 daughter who lives in Michigan. He has previously been ordered to pay child support. As of August 20th of last year, he owed $75,473.26. He owes substantially more at this time. However, Michigan could not give me a figure due to privacy reasons.
The court is in receipt of a signed waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan signed by the defendant, and the court finds a valid waiver of extradition to the state of Michigan, signs the waiver of extradition. As such, this defendant is remanded to the custody of the sheriff without bail, and the court sets a 30-day date review hearing in this date, and that date is
November 14, 2025 at 8:30, Department 101.
okay. Thank you.
They also ordered him to take 2 random drug tests. Drug tests, y'all. Oh, and somewhere in all this, he fathered another child, a daughter named Kennedy. The mother? Undisclosed, because of course there's another mystery baby mama in the mix. Recent arrests, the downward spiral, 2023, 2025. Okay, now we're getting to the really wild part. November 2023, Darius gets arrested for failing to pay $53,000 in back child support. He's released on bond, but guess what? By July 2024, prosecutors say he still hasn't paid. They ask to revoke his bond. June 2025 rolls around, and Darius misses a court hearing. A warrant gets issued. His lawyer says he got the notice late and was taking care of his recovering mother. Okay, fine, understandable. But then, October 2025, Darius gets arrested by Border Patrol near the US-Mexico border.
Family Matters child star Darius McCrary arrested by Border Patrol. Family Matters child star Darius McCrary, better known as Eddie Winslow, was arrested and detained by Border Patrol. McCrary was arrested due to outstanding child support from the state of Michigan. Warrants were outstanding in essence of $53,000 in back child support.
The border, honey? Like, what was he even doing down there? The arrest was tied to that Michigan warrant, and when he got to court, he represented himself, never a good idea, and made some bizarre special appearance statements that had everyone scratching their heads. The judge denied bail, and Darius agreed to extradition back to Michigan. It's just sad at this point. Conclusion. When family matters go wrong, so here we are. Darius McCrary, once America's favorite TV son Eddie Winslow, the kid who made us laugh every Friday night, is now trapped in a cycle of bad decisions, legal battles, and personal chaos. From career highs to absolute rock bottom, his life story has become a twisted mirror of his sitcom's title, Family Matters. But in his case, those family matters have gone horribly, tragically wrong. He's facing financial ruin, estrangement from his children, and serious legal consequences. Maybe one day he'll get his act together. Maybe he'll find redemption, healing, and peace. But for now, not all family matters have happy endings. So there you have it, fam. The rise, fall, and continued spiral of Darius McCrary. If this story shocked you, moved you, or just left you shaking your head, let us know down in the comments below. What do you think? Can he turn it around, or is it too late? And hey, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss our next deep dive.